Hey guys, Dave here, and on today's video what I want to talk about was the Recoil Rda, the clone of the Recoil Rda, the style-like one. So yeah, I've cleaned it all up and put it back together and put it back into the box. So what I'm going to do is show you a closer look at this, going to put a build into it, going to wick it up, throw some juice on it, have a vape, come back and have a little chat about it. So should we do that? Should we take a closer look? Okay, so let's have a look at this this clone of the Recoil. Let's check out the box. Well, first of all, the print on the sides here is pretty shoddy, and whatever way you look at it, one of the lads is upside down. You got the own boy here, it's actually written backwards as well. It's Y-O, but yeah, this is written backwards, and green is upside down, or else the other way around, but sure, what the fuck is with a box? You know, who cares really? It says Recoil on the back there. Recoil. Alright, so we'll open it up. And there you go. There's two bits here that I'll talk about. So what you get is the actual RDA. You get another airflow control, or just basically airflow measured ring. And then you get, which always makes me frown, is when I see a fucking Allen key in an RDA, because I know that that's not going to be a flat-headed screw. And you get spare screws and some O-rings in the box. That's all you get there and stuff. Right. So here's the RDA. All right. On the bottom, there's 23, the serial number. Yeah, right. And then you got the hashtag Grimmy OC, or Grim Yock. And here you go. So it's kind of a nice looking, it's a nice finish to it. You know, they haven't cheaped out the finish. This is available in black. It came out in silver as black, as everything does. And now they've got blue and red and all this kind of stuff. But yeah, let's have a little look at this. Hang on. So, right, and it does have like a protruding pin here, so yeah, I can go ahead and use this on a hybrid. So we'll have a look. So you remove this here and we look at the deck. There's a reasonable juice well in it. You got the insulator at the bottom. Where's my little pointer thingy? Where's it? Oh, here it is. You got insulator on the positive pin, and the positive pin is, of course, two holes in there, and then the negatives are milled into the side wall. This is an obvious clone as well, because I know that the authentic has flathead screws, and this has these fucking Allen keys. I know some people like them and they say that they go down better and they don't back out, but I really don't enjoy using them at all, especially when they're wet and you can't get a grip on the actual screw, or when you have to go too hard and the actual diamond shape or whatever turns into a circle, and then it's flipping useless, or else the tool gets damaged and you can't find one that fits it. And oh god, hashtag hate Allen keys. Right, anyway, so that's the deck, right? This is the airflow, and it's not adjustable. Okay, you've got you just have two slots that unusually, if you check it out, they're pointed down. They're going downwards and they're at the top. A lot of the time the airflow is right actually beside where you would make where you would have the coil. So the air comes in, hits the coil, and then goes up as you inhale. Here it's coming down. It's going down, like down to the coil and then back up. And you have the shape inside there corresponding with that. The drip tip is, you can't use regular drip tips on it. You can see there's a fixture, and this goes on top, kind of like a chuff. It's got two O-rings in there, and it's not incredibly wide. I mean, it's wide enough, but it's not incredibly wide. I don't have anything to measure it with me right here. And why are there two of these rings? Well, basically you can see one. I think this is 2.5 millimeters in diameter, and this is 2. So I think the idea is that this one has been made more for like a flavor kind of chaser, people that, you know, don't build, you know, to blow clouds all over the place and fog up the room like a dragon. And this one would be more if you're doing like mad long hits and stuff, and you want all the fog and all this. So this would be like the equivalent of wide open, I guess, and this would be the equivalent of kind of closed off. But it's great that you can have the two options, because the the drip tip itself just comes off like that. So you could go either one, you know. So yeah, it's kind of a nice little idea. Now I think the reason that this is shaped like this, if anybody's wondering, what I believe is that to make it easier to make a coil build. What I mean by easier is just that the coil will go straight in. If you watch any of my other building videos where I've talked about having, you know, one leg that you put in the middle down and the leg that you put on the side on the top, so you've one leg running this way, running that way, so that the cotton can go under it. Because if you have it the other way, you know, the cotton gets trapped underneath there like my finger, you know, and it's, you know, you don't have that much of an enjoyable vape. So the idea, and I've got two coils made here, 6 wrap 22 gauge, 1.7 ohms or whatever. The idea is that when you have your coil built, it's already set up for this. It's set up, the one would go straight into the top, and the one in the middle would go straight into the one in the middle, and you wouldn't have to bend or adjust. It just kind of goes in. That makes sense? Like straight away, like that. And yeah, we get the other one going here too. We got the other coil set up here. That just goes kind of right in, and you don't really have to do too much kind of bending around or positioning. I'll just drag this over to the middle and screw and tighten it down. And in the interest of safety, I just want to point out here, I do not have a battery in. Well, I fucking hope I don't have a battery in this tube mod while I'm doing this. Okay, the battery is removed, hopefully. Otherwise, I'll open this up now and look foolish. Colors, Jesus. Here we go. So yeah, that's quite. I might have speeded up a bit of that, but it's quite a quick coil build. So I'll give it to the. I'll give it to the Recoil for that. All right, so we'll chuck one in. And just again, I always say like use good quality batteries and all that stuff. I'm using the Samsung 25R. Okay. That's it, with a build on it, juiced up, cotton, the whole lot. Put the top cap back on and we'll head back up top and talk a bit more bollocks. Yeah. Alright, so that's our close-up look at the Recoil Rda. So yeah, I mean, the authentic of this is only about like 54 quid, 55 quid here in the UK. Probably the same in dollars in the States and stuff. So it's not a bad little RDA for the price and stuff. One thing I didn't show, if you think the drip tip is too kind of narrow to drip down and that you'd have to remove the sleeve every time to drip, you don't. Here's the drip tip, and if you just kind of push it to the side, it takes off the top there, and you can just drip in on top of it, which is what I'm about to do here. So you can either like paint the coils or just give a good little drip in there. So filling it is not awkward at all. Filling it is absolutely easy. So performance wise, and this isn't my first time using this, even though I did that out of the box thing. I had this with me for solidly about a week. It's a decent RDA. I mean, it's a this is a clone, as I know, but the original one is, it's been thought out of by a guy that's reviewed, hundreds if not thousands of products and stuff like this, so he knows what it's like. It's not aimed at everybody, even though the two sleeves, one's meant to be, for kind of clouds, and one's meant to be for flavor. They're both kind of for flavor. It's not a cloud chucking machine or a cloud chucking device at all. It is more of a flavor RDA, just because even though they're 2.5 mils on the big one or the small one for this one, it's still not that big if you compare it to other RDAs and other airflow control options that are out there on other devices and stuff. So I'll put the big airy one on now. So it delivers. I think this clone or even the RDA would be perfect for like a beginner if you're learning how to build coils and stuff, because of that positive pin in the middle being lower than the other one. It's very easy to put your coils in and just build. So you could do a quick build on this, or also you could do a subtle vape for this, because it doesn't create a lot. It is quite subtle, it is quite small, it doesn't create clouds and clouds of vape around you if you are in a party or whatever and you just don't want to draw loads of attention. It's a pretty nice little RDA overall. Main thing I don't like about this, that I already said in the close-up bit, is that there's fucking Allen keys on this, and I hate Allen keys. But there isn't on the original. They're flathead. So, because the air holes are going down, if you're used to doing the, the kind of blowing out before you inhale, you have to be careful when you do it with this, because it's probably going to hit you in the fucking eye or in the side of the face. So you can't really do that blowout thing with this. Yeah. So I got this one from Focal Sig, e-cig, and now 3fvape.com sell them. I'm sure Fastech sell them. Clones. In the UK, there are other sites selling the clones. Now, I think Knucklehead Vapes have them as well. Any links I have, I'll throw in. And obviously the authentic is 54 quid. If I, go check that out if you like what you kind of see and think, oh shit, I'd like the real version of that. Thanks a lot for checking out the review. Back with another one soon. Take care, good luck, and bye-bye now.